You don't actually suck at learning Spanish. You're just practicing the wrong skill. So many Spanish learners come to me for this exact problem. Let's say a native Spanish speaker comes to you, he talks to you, and you might understand some of what he's saying, but the moment it's your turn to respond, what happens? You freeze. And most people assume that that means their Spanish is bad. It doesn't necessarily mean that. The real problem is that there are two completely different skills in language learning. And most people only train one of them. All right. The first skill is recognition. That's understanding Spanish when you hear it or when you read it. Most people that learn Spanish the traditional way is when they read it, because in school, all they do is have you reading. The second skill is retrieval, accessing Spanish under pressure when it's time to speak. These are two completely different skills and processes. And most language learners, they spend years training recognition, watching videos, reading. Like I said, in traditional school, it's studying grammar rules, conjugation rules, and all that stuff. And then they judge themselves when actual retrieval fails. That's like going to the gym, never training leg day, then wondering why your legs look like sticks. And that gap between recognition and retrieval is exactly where confidence breaks down. Then, to make matters worse, when you actually start trying to speak Spanish, your inner critic turns on full blast. So while the other person is talking, you're nervous, you're translating in your head, you're hoping you don't miss anything. Then you're trying to build a response. Then you're translating that response. And then while you're actually speaking, you're analyzing every word as you speak, every sound, every pronunciation in real time. You don't ever do that in your native language, do you? You just talk. And even when you mess up, even when you pronounce a word wrong, even when you don't know what a word means, you just keep going. But when it comes to Spanish, that self-criticism destroys flow. And flow is what people actually perceive as fluency. Fluency isn't necessarily knowing any more Spanish than you already know. It's accessing the Spanish that you already know faster with less interference from your own mind. So if you freeze, hesitate, or feel blocked, it doesn't mean you're bad at Spanish. It means you've trained recognition and now it's time to train retrieval. That shift alone changes everything for you.